Alright. I am back, guys. I had a good week hiking. I was out in the bush climbing up some mountains. I got some ridiculous stories to tell you. Oh wow, we've still got the tip goal from Pigsty up there. Fancy wig collection. Let's get rid of that. Welcome to the show, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out. We just watched an epic finals of Neeb versus Nurtio as well. So many things to talk about. For now, let's announce the week's ICYFAR topic, guys. It is going to be tag your territory. Get out your spray paint. For some of you guys might not even know, workers can actually spray tag a thing on the ground. You'll have one set by default. You can actually modify that in your collections tab as well. Go check it out. So basically, you need to do a spray paint every time you attack. You always need to bring a worker, run up, spray tag the ground before you attack. Even if you're dropping, bring a worker, throw some spray paint in their base while you're unloading. Send me your best games, your most fucking close, nail-biting games. I want a lot of good games. We had great submissions this week, but I want to see a lot more awesome games as we go forward. Because
into the mouth.
I forgot to turn off my my alerts. Thank you so much, Radbot, with the sick resub there. Let me turn that off. It's been a little while. I've been away for a little bit. I'm a little bit rusty, but today's show is going to be friggin' awesome because we got some cool shit happening. Today's challenge, of course, is going to be protect the ozone layer. And there's been about a week and a half, so we had a buttload of submissions. Guys, do try to keep down to like 2 or 3 of your absolute best replays per person, because we had like a few people send in like 16 replays each, and it was like, okay, I don't think Eon Blue has time to watch all of those, but it was all right. So the idea here is you're only allowed to take 1 gas at each base. You're forced to stay on a very mineral heavy economy. I played this challenge a bunch on stream last week. I had a lot of fun with it. So let's see how it goes. Spawning up here in the top left-hand side of Abyssal Reef, it is... I am for the win. I'm for the win. Yeah. And his opponent, well, their opponent, down here in the bottom right-hand side, representing 420 man, it is Marine Lord. Nice. So we've got 3 games to cast in today's ICYFAR, guys, and like I said, it should be interesting to see what these guys do with 1 gas. I had a lot of fun. I won a PVZ, I won a PVT, and I lost a PVT. So I actually only got to play Protoss games because I was playing random when I was playing the challenge. But I'm curious to see what Zergs and Terrans are going to do. I'm guessing we're going to see a lot of Zerglings, a lot of Marines. Playing Protoss, it was all about the charge lots. It was really friggin' awesome. When you don't have that much gas, you're kind of just forced to play lots of basic units and like do lots of counterattacks, and it can be really friggin' interesting how the games end up because you just aren't going for that normal, oh my god, they just left, build a spine, just do it, man. Just do it. The Zerglings just ran across the map as if you wouldn't just build a spine. Okay, it's okay. The Marine Lordlings came over here. Of course, they were just a little bit slow to react. No doubt, celebrating 420, just kind of having a good time. Actually, wasn't 420 like during the submission time for this challenge? I think it was. So no doubt our player here is sober as all hell, clear thinking right now, is expanding behind this and is just going to be Zergling speed and pulling off after that. Of course, we don't know which player is actually doing the challenge just yet, but right now Marine Lord has the advantage in the Zerglings. He's going to take a nice little fight here. The Zerglings from I am for the win going to try and run away. A few more Zerglings do pop out though, and he's going to be all right. Oh, wow. Nice little engagement here for both players. But yeah, at the end of that, it looks like Marine Lord will take the upper hand, getting a nice little bit of damage. But is it really worth it at the end of that? Both players are tied up on workers. However, 2 queens versus 1. And a spine crawler going down, so that's going to be pretty nice. So yeah, guys, while we're just watching the early game here, oh my god. So funny. So I went hiking in the Blue Mountains, right? Last week. My brother's in town from London. He was like, come with me and 2 of my high school friends. We're gonna go hiking for a few days. We've never done that before. We don't really know what we're doing, but let's do it. So of course, naturally, he picks an advanced hiking track where you have to go 45 kilometers in 2 nights, 3 days, and you have to go over 2 kilometers up, in terms of altitude as well, like from where you start. So you need to like walk up vertically 2 kilometers, which is kind of difficult, especially when you're already walking 45 kilometers. And oh my god, like if you guys have ever seen like noobs hiking, oh my god, it was so funny. We had like so much shit. We had like multiple bottles of like liquor and like random shit we just did not need in our bags. It was a fun adventure. I'm back to my computer universe now. I'm very happy to be back indoors. My legs are sore, my ass is sore, the whole body is sore, and I've basically vowed to play about 600 hours of video games this week to make up for that shit. For now, I am for the win. Oh man, yeah. Yep, Zergling speed's like almost done. It's almost done. It's almost done. No, it's screwed. All right, so I still haven't figured out who's doing the challenge because both of them are just still on 1 gas. But Marine Lord is just going for a massive Ling flood here. So many Zerglings coming out, non-stop Lings in the production tab, and there's no there is a Baneling nest, but no Zerglings here. And I am for the win's actually going to wall off with Evo chambers. Wow, okay. Talk about safety. Damn, I think there's a little gap there. Oh, maybe not. And is going to make a whole ton of Banelings. Wow, I am for the win. It's going to be super safe against this. Marine Lord's just going to be like, yeah, you don't even want to get in there. You see Banelings, Evos, Spine, and Queens, you just leave, man. You just go home. These Marine Lords are going to go back. They're just going to go have a smoke. Marine Lord, what is he building? Still pure Zerglings. All right, okay. Oh, second gas. All right, so we know Marine Lord isn't following the challenge. He's just choosing to go for some YOLO Zerglings. Second gas goes down in the natural. All right, I am for the win is no doubt the player who submitted this replay. And Marine Lord here is just going to go for a mass Ling Bane attack off 3 hatch. This is going to be so ridiculous. For the win here, has a Queen here, a full wall. Spine there is like the weak point in the wall. But Roaches and Banelings out. This is like so impenetrable. Oh, but I am for the win. These Banelings are very clumped. So if they get blown up by the enemy Banelings, then maybe Marine Lord can make it work. Does he have vision of this? Okay, so he sees like a couple Banelings morphing. He sees the Lings running around. He's like, oh yeah, you're up to something. He's building a macro hatch as well. Apparently this is macro hatch Zerg versus Zerg today. Stuff is getting incredibly weird, and we're about to see the biggest YOLO of all time, guys. This is going to be disgusting. Oh my god! This does not need to get cast. That was just incredible. That doesn't need a cast. That just needs fucking the power of walls. Yeah! Look at that Evo chamber. Took one for the team. No fucks given, man. Alright, so Marine Lord's answer to this is to get Overlord speed and Evolution Chamber. He's like, well, if I can't hit the wall, I'll drop around the wall. But I am for the win is already building more Roaches here. He's getting up another Evo Chamber, you know, because you need another Evo Chamber. I don't think you've got enough. There we go. Does cancel it at the last second. Zerglings over there waiting. Maybe they're going to morph into a dropship when this Evo chamber finishes. I'm not sure. Roaches out in the middle of the map. They're a little bit exposed. It is still non-stop Zerglings out of this this Marine Lord. And these Roaches are very exposed right now. Uh-oh. It's only 7 Roaches, and this is a lot of Zerglings. I think they can be able to wrap around them. Yeah, nice surround here. These Roaches will be getting... Ooh, I guess with their own Zerglings reinforcing, they're doing okay for now. But still, we've got these Zerglings here. And here we go. Drop a Lord trying to morph behind this. I am for the win, gonna come in, try and kill a couple of Zerglings. Oh, they're gonna get cornered in there. Those Zerglings just nipping away at them with their little knife hands, and holy shit, Marine Lord gets into the natural base. There's not much here to defend, but the Roaches are rallying out now. There we go, they are gonna start defending that back at home. This last Roach in the corner does finally go down. Looks like the attack has been held on both sides of the map, and at the end of that, for the win. Up a couple of workers. And Marine Lord here is still just building Zerglings. And has another macro hatch, not even a third. Fuck me. Marine Lord. I like this player. I really like Marine Lord. Marine Lord didn't even submit, but he's just casually gonna morph 8 Banelings in the corner of your main base. I don't know how he ever plans to take on a Roach Baneling force. It seems like he just wants to build Zerglings and just attack and attack. And he just, no drone, no transition. is going to get a nice little trade here, but the Zerglings will pull back for the win. I'm keeping an eye on those Banelings. They're starting to go in here. Those Zerglings are going to get wrecked. Banelings run into that main mineral line, and they're going to blow up on the Roach. No. Banelings are one of the dumbest units, guys. Like, Banelings are like those football hooligans, where like no matter what, whenever they get in a fight, they just headbutt the closest object. So like, it's like a matter of chance whether they actually find like an opponent, someone who's part of their own gang, or just a random street sign or bus stop and start headbutting it. Yeah, I think Marine Lord says fucking bitch boy. Just casually sits on 27 workers for about 6 minutes straight. Doesn't build a single worker, doesn't transition, but I am for the win. Weathers the storm. That was actually a very funny game. I love these just bizarre fucking weird games. And yeah, for the win takes it out. Nice play, nice play. All right. GG's. Yeah, we had a shitload of submissions, like I said, but we are just going to be casting 3 replays today. The next one's going to be a TVP. Hopefully we've got a few more bitch boys in here. And it looks like this one's going to be a gold platinum. The first one was a diamond platinum. So this one's going to be a gold versus plat. So this should be interesting. We're going to see exactly how this one works out. Let's dive straight on into game. And let's take a look at it. Spawning down here in the bottom left hand side of the map, it is a Boobulator. And the opponent spawning down here in the bottom right hand side, it is Texturi. Oh, ooh, okay. All right, we gotta keep an eye on that probe. So Tiva said, Pig, do you have any affiliation with WWS? WWS, I assume you mean from the little event I was at on the weekend? No, not at all. I just like the fact that there's people trying to organize things in Sydney more often. So yeah, for anyone who's watching this who is in Sydney, you guys need to come check it out. Basically, those guys have like giving away little like keychain prizes and stuff. They're setting up a regular little meetup at an internet cafe called FBI, and it's actually really sick. Like, I played a bunch of games there with like Vivid and Dragonite and stuff on the weekend. We went down on Saturday morning. So every Saturday in Sydney at FBI Gaming Center, they're setting up like a little get together. So yeah, it's just something where I'd like there to be more common events in my city. That's the reason I invented Pigsty and started running that, is because, you know, there just weren't any events for a long time. Because especially in big cities, people get really spoiled when a game's really popular. Like the early days of StarCraft 2, we had like events like every single day. And then it was like, well, like every weekend, not every day. And then, you know, the internet cafes, the big sponsors stopped like randomly running events all the time. And we were just like too lazy to run our own shit because we'd been so spoiled. But nowadays we're like, you know, fuck it, man. We love StarCraft. This is our game. This is our community. Let's run our own events. So yeah, I'm just trying to support those guys and get the word out, because I reckon if we can get like 20, 30 people meeting up every weekend in Sydney, playing some games together, they want to set up like a little league. You know, and I think even just starting out with some casual Swiss format brackets where it automatically matches up the people of equal skill. I think it would just be awesome to get some community going. So yeah. Looks like a Forge is going to go down up here. What the fuck? Texturi. What is this? This is going to be great. Bubulator, I don't think is scouted. So Bubulator is going Marine into Tech Lab, a factory, and a second barracks. So I think we're going to see a bit of a kind of odd 2-1-1 sort of build. I think we'll just see Stim or... Oh, going to be a Siege Tanku. Oh, Turtle. One base. Siege Tank. Oh, you know the best thing is like when I do that like vaguely Korean, ridiculous, over-the-top voice, there's always someone who's like, you know what? You're a racist. I hope we had a few of those in Twitch chat today. The best one is whenever I'm just like doing a random voice and like it's not even meant to be any accent. Someone's like, your Russian accent sucks. And I'm like, joke's on you. That was meant to be a Filipino accent. Ha ha. Oh, 5 dudes on gas. That's just to optimize mining. Yeah, this is like fucking, oh damn. Okay, I was gonna say this is like unionization right here. You know, they're like, yeah, we need like 30% of our time off for breaks. We just need like smoke breaks every 6 minutes just to make sure we're okay. Oh god! Oh god! No! I hate seeing someone build a siege tank for safety and put it at the front of their natural. That shit triggers me so hard. This triggers me harder than a pack of dingoes fucking who've just found an empty goon bag and have just torn it apart and gotten drunk, and apparently that triggers dingoes. I didn't even know, man. Basically, I hate that shit. Oh, it triggers me. Oh! Stay up here! Be safe! Be safe, siege tank! But apparently it's not too interested in staying safe. Texturi down here. He's got a couple gateways. Twilight Council. Casual +1 going down. Main base still mining. This is fucking bizarre, man. So I guess Texturi is probably our challenger, right? Considering the replay is bizarre as fuck. And yeah, Bulbulator's taken 2 gas. So Texturi has gone and said, look, I want to cut down vespene gas emissions. I want to help the environment and shit. And he's gone and said, I'm not even going to take my main base gas. I'm going to cut it down to 25% vespene emissions. We're going to protect the ozone layer from global warming. Shit's going to be awesome. And at the same time, why don't I just fucking build all my buildings in a corner of the map just cause. At the moment, we've got 2 siege tanks and 7 marines moving across the map. Bulbulator has not scouted at all. Oh god, this is some ballsy. This is like some full-on fucking Terran expeditionary force. This is like out of any single-player campaign, where the guys just kind of like, yeah, where are the guys? Let's fucking just move out without actually knowing what's going. You know, like every B-grade movie, every video game story, the like main army or like redneck dudes, they're always just fucking really stupid and they always just walk into their death. That's this force here, except little do they know they're not walking into their death. They're walking into an empty, undefended base. And the quicker they get in there, the better. Bulbulator's going to come on in. He's going to destroy the empty nexus, which doesn't exist. And he's going to tear apart that probe line. Back up here, though, we've got charge on the way. We've got a shitload of zealots. Texturi has got +1 charge lots on the way. And that is perfect. Playing a low gas style, charge lots is going to be great. Playing against tanks and unupgraded marines, it's going to be perfect. Bulbulator has got a liberator here as well, setting up this attack perfectly. And then realizes, wait, is my opponent AFK? Oh my god, he left 12 probes. He made it look exactly like he wasn't even there. It took me so long to pick up on what the fuck he was doing, guys. He made it look like he was AFK. Because he left the exact amount of workers you'd have if you just started the game and weren't at your computer. So Bulbulator probably thinks, oh, this guy's AFK, I'm going to win the game. And then goes, wait a second, no victory screen? Okay. This guy's doing something weird. He's actually in the game. He's probably wondering if he's done the fire cake classic move. If you guys don't know what the fire cake is, it's where he would start the game, and he'd just kind of, you know, put his guys mining, walk away, and then he'd build 3 hatcheries hidden in corners of the map, and then he'd walk away. Oh, raise the depot! Raise the depot! Yeah, and basically the whole idea behind that is Firekick would just do that to people that he didn't like, that would beat him a lot on ladder, just to waste their time. And it was like mind-boggling. But holy shit, these marines, man. Oh, the zealots are, yeah, mincemeat. Mincemeat, it's Aya chef time. They just made marine sushi right there, man. Oh, the siege tank's actually kind of protected there. Look at all these chargelots struggling to get in there. Liberator's going to come in. It's going to siege up and actually do okay. That siege tank survives for now. The barracks getting focused down. The SCV's going to start to go down. The army's coming back. It's a lot of marines. If they can get back here, they will be able to defend. But how much damage will be done before then? Chargelots just go into town. The whole mineral line's gone. Both barracks are gone. The starport's going to go down as well. Oh, no. All the production for Bulbulator goes down. Didn't manage to lift off anything. Is going to be able to fight here, but oh, chargelots do pretty well versus marines. The tanks are a little bit slow to siege up. They're going to deal some fierce friendly fire as well. In the end, they do manage to barely clean it up, but down to 9 SCVs is Bulbulator. Bubulator? I don't fucking know, man. Bubulator? I'm going to say Bubulator. Bubulator! So Bubulator here has got, I don't even, is that meant to be the, I can't even remember what the bad dude's name is in StarCraft. He was so fucking lame. Amon? Yeah, Amon. Amon! Like, that's how badass the bad guy in Legacy of the Void's name was. Is like, the bad guy is Amon. Oh, shit, man. That's scary. Liberator's gonna come up here. Bulbulator says, funny. He's like, oh, this guy's trolling me. Well, guess what? I'm gonna wreck you now. And he's missed the next charge lot attack. These tanks can come down here and siege up, but there's so few units guarding them. They'll actually go down really hard to a charge lot counterattack, and that's exactly what's going to happen. The charge lots are going to jump on in. Oh, these tanks are going to get torn apart, torn asunder. The Liberator, though, is going to town on those workers up there. Overcharge finally goes down. That Liberator, though, already gets up to 21 kills before it dies. And now We are at 17 SCVs versus 10 probes. The problem for Bubulator is those barracks were down this whole time. No wall off, no units out. Did he just cancel a siege tank that was almost finished, or am I blind? I think I'm blind. Either way, Chargelot's coming in. Absolutely no fighting units to defend. Bubulator is screwed right now. And it looks like Texturi here, cutting down on those vespene emissions, has actually cut them down to 25% and has still taken on their opponent. Texturi here, fucking tearing it up for the environment and shit. Even eating sushi, marine sushi. Just like, nah, don't even need to harvest any of that Tal'Darim purple gas, which those guys are smoking all day. Just gonna chop up some marines and eat that, you know, recycle my enemies. I have never saw that, says Bubulator. I was about to make fun of his English, and then he says, you know, he's okay. Yeah, neither of them are native English speakers, so that's a pretty decent transgression. Saying I have never saw that. It's meant to be I have never seen that, but I won't be that guy on the internet who tells people how to spell things in their non-native language. Considering I can't even say hello in most languages because I'm a lazy piece of shit. GG. Alright, Texturi there with a nice little replay there, cutting down those emissions even more than we asked him to. Take that, world leaders who fucking need to cut down on that vespene emissions a little bit more. Just proxy your country and just leave 12 workers with no gas and it'll be fine. Fucking solutions to the world's problems right here. Right here in ICYFAR. PiG is anti-union confirmed. No, that was a joke. I'm anti-corrupt union. But otherwise, I think people generally not being worked to death is usually a good thing. Usually. Anyway, let's hop into game over here. Game number 3, guys. The final one. I didn't actually